From a massive pileup involving over 100 cars and numerous hurts in Fort Worth, Texas, to the horrific accident occurred on Hazmat Highway, or a blast occurred on the 20th, 2021 in Wuhan, China at a road construction site, hurting 4 pedestrians. They help us recognize the significance of practicing safe driving habits and using appropriate safety equipment. Thank you for being here with us today. We hope you found the content of this video informative and thought-provoking. Fort Worth, Texas is a major metropolitan area with its fair share of traffic challenges common to many large cities. Severe cold temperatures across a large part of the United States have resulted in dangerous conditions on the country's highways. In Fort Worth, Texas, a massive pileup involving over 100 cars and numerous hurts. Cars continued to collide with one another on I-35, which was covered in a hazardous layer of ice, making driving extremely perilous. A FedEx truck and trailer careened into the pileup with an astonishing amount of force, shocking witnesses. A small oversight on the freeway can lead to significant destruction. The horrific accident occurred on Hazmat Highway. The gas tanker was traveling at 90 km/h and crashed head-on into the vehicle in front. The impact caused the gas cylinders to splash out and explode, creating a huge flame. There appeared to be no damage to other vehicles. Wuhan, the capital city of Hubei province in central China, is a major transportation hub and one of the most populous cities in the country. A blast occurred on the 20th, 2021 in Wuhan, China at a road construction site, hurting 4 pedestrians. Construction workers conducting activities near a manhole experienced a sudden fierce blaze leading to a ground-swelling explosion underneath the road, with onlookers seen scrambling away. The incident resulted in hurts to 4 people, including construction workers and passers-by. Local authorities are investigating the cause, considering that there are no underground gas pipelines in the area and suspecting that accumulated methane may have triggered the explosion. Prostějov, a city in the Olomouc region of the Czech Republic, generally has less traffic congestion compared to larger cities. The tragic accident was recorded via a dashcam on July 29, 2021 at highway in Prostějov. You can see a man on a motorbike driving at high speed and falling on the road. Unfortunately, the car rushed forward and created a huge fire. The man riding the motorbike fell off the bike, so he is safe. We should be cautious when driving for our safety. Mong Kok Road is a vibrant and dynamic thoroughfare that epitomizes the energy and diversity of Hong Kong's urban landscape. Fireball explosion at a fashion store on Mong Kok Road took place on December 20th, 2011. The fire originated on the first floor with smoke and flames waiting to erupt. Rescuers arrived in time to process the scene. Fortunately, there was no significant damage. If you enjoyed it, we'd be grateful for your support by liking and subscribing to our channel. Centreville's local road network includes a mix of residential streets, commercial corridors, and arterial roads. A camera recorded a remarkable event as a dump truck, with its bed raised, crashed into a bridge on I-66 in Centreville, Virginia. Fortunately, there were no reported injuries. This event underscores the significance of regular vehicle maintenance and the need for drivers, particularly those operating commercial vehicles such as dump trucks. The incident occurred on 08/05/2020 when the eco-electric car is charging at the station. Suddenly, smoke rose from under the car, as if the battery unit had short-circuited. The fire broke out soon after, creating huge flames that swallowed the car. The fire quickly spread to the white car next door. Thank God, there were no people in the car. On the 9th of May 2023 in London, a van belonging to Ocado caught fire, and the vehicle in front also ignited. The fire originated from the front of the truck and then spread to the vehicle in front. Apparently, the driver was absent. Immediately afterward, the fire department arrived promptly to handle the fire. There was no human damage, fortunately. Johannesburg, the biggest city in South Africa, deals with typical traffic problems of major urban areas. Congestion is a notable issue in the city, especially during peak morning and evening commute hours. On July 19, 2023, an explosion in Johannesburg was captured by CCTV footage showing the street where the blast occurred, quickly gaining attention on the internet. The footage reveals parked vehicles being launched into the air and a pedestrian narrowly escaping being crushed in a remarkable display of resilience. Luckily, no one was caught up in the incident. In Arizona, traffic patterns and challenges vary depending on the region, urbanization, and time of year. On April 29, 2024, video from the dashboard camera captures the train derailing and an explosion on I-40 in New Mexico, Arizona. The train derailed, triggering a subsequent explosion that resulted in a fire which engulfed the awning of their camper. Terrifying. Stay tuned for more captivating content and useful insights in the days ahead. Palakkad has a network of roads that connect the city to other parts of Kerala and neighboring states. The incident occurred on October 23, 2023 at Highway in Palakkad. The pink bus slid and became out of control when making a sharp turn at high speed. Heavy rain also causes slippery roads. Miraculously, the car stopped before plunging into the abyss. The worker was loading metal into the furnace when, unfortunately, the molten metal splashed out, causing a fire. Working without safety gear is hazardous. Hopefully, the worker did not suffer severe hurts. The accident took place on the highway when a fire truck collided with a car, apparently while both vehicles were moving at high speed, resulting in a loss of control. As a result, the fire truck overturned and the small car sustained significant damage. The extent of the damage is currently unknown. Medellin is known as the City of Eternal Spring due to its consistently mild, spring-like climate throughout the year. On Feb 27, 2024, a helicopter in the Manrique neighborhood of northeast Medellin crashed due to pilot error during takeoff, resulting in it veering off and colliding with a building at the intersection of Carrera 45 and Calle 69. The helicopter, a Bell 206 with registration HK4810, managed to evade a more serious incident, and fortunately all 6 occupants survived. A serious plane incident occurred on a highway in California, causing serious traffic congestion. Captured by a driver, the video shows the plane flying low over the interstate before hitting the road and erupting into flames in July 2017. Video footage shows the horrifying moment when a plane crashed onto a busy highway in Southern California, causing a fire and hurting 2 people. The plane wreckage will remain in place until federal investigators conduct an examination, causing substantial traffic congestion in the area. Footage has surfaced showing the dramatic flare-up of a jet on the tarmac in Dubai following a crash landing on August 3, 2016. The Emirates Boeing 777-300 with the registration as 6EMW ignited after an unsuccessful attempt to land. Despite the severity of the accident, all 282 passengers and 18 crew members were successfully evacuated from the aircraft, and there were no hurts. The flames burned fiercely and columns of black smoke enveloped the airport. Accidents involving planes landing on roads are rare due to infrastructure differences, except in cases of emergency landings or mechanical issues. An incident occurred on the 91 freeway in Corona when a single-engine airplane collided with a pickup truck, resulting in a fire. However, the fire was promptly extinguished by firefighters. The plane was occupied by 2 individuals, while the truck had 3 occupants. The raging inferno appeared to engulf the plane, with a dark cloud of smoke billowing into the sky. Fortunately, all individuals involved escaped unscathed. The specific cause of the incident remains unknown at this time. Haven't subscribed yet? Join our community today. Benefontaine Airport is an airport open to public flight operations. On 0804-2018, a passenger plane overturned and crashed at Benefontaine Airport near Lens. The cause of the accident is currently unknown, but preliminary reports suggest that the plane had fuel problems during takeoff and attempted a turn before the crash. Authorities arrived in time to resolve the incident, leaving only the wreckage. The Wings over Dallas Airshow features a display of World War II-era aircraft, giving attendees a close-up experience of these iconic planes. On November 12, 2022, 2 World War II-era aircraft, a B-17 Flying Fortress and a Bell P-63 King Cobra, collided mid-air and crashed during the Wings over Dallas Airshow at Dallas Executive Airport in Dallas, Texas, United States. No damage was reported on the ground, but the 6 pilots were unlucky. One interesting fact about small planes in Agoura Hills is that they often serve as a convenient mode of transportation for residents and visitors alike. A small plane crashed and burst into flames on the northbound 101 in Agoura Hills, Los Angeles on October 24, 2018, leading to the closure of both sides of the freeway. The pilot, who seemed to be the sole occupant, emerged unharmed. No other vehicles were affected in the crash. Hanamaki Airport, located in Iwate Prefecture, Japan, serves as a vital transportation hub for the region, offering both domestic and international flights. On April 18, 1993, Flight 451, a Japan Air System flight from Nagoya Airport to New Chitose Airport, tragically met with an accident while attempting to land at Hanamaki Airport. The flames coming from the right wing near the fuel tank. 77 passengers and crew are evacuated from the aircraft, which is already engulfed in flames. The accident hurted 20 passengers and crew and closed Hanamaki Airport for 3 full days. A helicopter crashed onto an overpass on Interstate 10 in St. Charles Parish, Louisiana, caused chaos and prompted swift emergency response. The helicopter collided with the road and caught fire. The truck promptly stopped. Fortunately, no vehicles were hit, but the incident underscored the importance of aviation safety. Haven't subscribed yet? Don't miss out. Join our community today for more thrilling content. The Mikoyan MiG-29, a legendary Soviet-era fighter jet, is renowned for its exceptional agility and performance. A MiG-29 crashed while performing a maneuver known as High Alpha, which resulted in the loss of an engine. The combination of speed and altitude during the incident led to the outcome captured on film. This incident is reminiscent of the Su-144 crash at the Paris Air Show. Lukla Airport is the main gateway to the Everest region. A plane crash in Nepal at what is regarded as one of the world's most dangerous airports. The plane veered off the runway and hit a stationary helicopter at Lukla Airport. The runway is short and surrounded by mountains, making it extremely difficult for takeoff and landing. 3 other people were hurted. The Mi-28H Night Hunter is an attack helicopter designed to search for and destroy tanks and other armored vehicles. A plane crash with one of the helicopters of the Berkut aerobatic team Mi-28H. The tragedy occurred at the Dubrovich training ground. The plane spun in the air for some time, then crashed to the ground and caught fire. San Jose International Airport (SJC) is a key transportation hub located just 3 miles northwest of downtown San Jose, California. In April 07, 2022, a DHL cargo jet skidded off the runway and fractured into 2 pieces during its landing at Costa Rica's San Jose International Airport, leading to the closure of the airport. The incident resulted in the aircraft spinning off the runway and breaking in half, causing a significant plume of smoke. Fortunately, no crew members were hurted. The B-52 crew members from the 96 Bomb Squadron based at Barksdale, AFB experienced tragic loss as a result of the pilot's actions. This tragic incident occurred during a B-52 crash at Fairchild Air Force Base in 1994. The B-52 was performing a practice flight. Had the crash occurred in a populated area such as an air show, the potential loss of life could have been significant.
Can't do that with that, man.
Rara Airport plays a crucial role in improving accessibility to one of Nepal's most remote and beautiful regions. A turboprop plane suffered a nosewheel collapse during landing at Rara Airport, Tulche, in Nepal. Rara Airport, historically a hazardous airfield nestled in the mountains, remains a challenging and perilous operational environment. With a runway boasting a 6.5-degree upslope, the airport has been upgraded with paved surfaces, making it considerably more manageable for landings and takeoffs. Two warplanes from the World War II era collided on the runway, resulting in a fiery explosion. The Corsair plane, engulfed in flames and fragmented, caused critical hurts to its pilot, who was immediately transported to a hospital. The pilot of the other involved plane, the Bearcat, managed to walk away from the collision. The incident took place at the world's largest sport aviation exposition. Subscribe buttons so you don't miss any of the incredible content we've prepared for you. Macas El Toro, near Irvine, California, used to host the aerial displays and static aircraft exhibits. However, the show ended after the base closed in 1999. On May 2, 1993, during an air show at Macas El Toro, a vintage F-86 Sabre crashed and exploded on the runway after the pilot failed to recover from a vertical loop about a quarter mile from the spectators. The crash injured the pilot and sent flaming debris across the ground, but fortunately, no one on the ground was harmed. Air shows are designed to showcase the power of aviation, yet they present potential safety hazards for pilots. In Farnborough, England, a plane encountered an engine failure during its final approach, causing it to lose control due to a strong tailwind. The aircraft broke apart, scattering debris across the runway, but miraculously, no one on the ground was harmed. This incident was a poignant reminder of life's fragility and the critical role of skilled piloting in dangerous situations. Let us know your thoughts by leaving your comment below. On 14 September 1997, Martin State Airport Air Show was established in Maryland. In a September air show, an F-117 stealth fighter crashed and damaged several homes due to the technician's omission of wing fasteners. The plane's wing broke off as it flew over the show at Martin State Airport, culminating in a crash in a residential area near suburban Baltimore. Fortunately, no injuries were reported on the ground, but there was extensive damage to several homes.
Full canopies, so that's a plus right there.
And the area that the aircraft went down, that certainly is a clear area. There's some...
An Indian Air Force MiG-27ML experienced a fire outbreak during takeoff at Hasimara Air Force Station, India. It seemed that there was a problem with the plane's wing, causing it to catch fire and fall suddenly and explode. The fire quickly covered everything around. The aircraft's tail section hit the ground during a complex maneuver, causing a fire. Despite this, both pilots safely ejected using ejection seats and expressed gratitude to the ejection system's chief designer for saving their lives. On May 23, 2018, a Gulfstream jet broke in half after skidding off a runway at Toncontín International Airport in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. All passengers and crew survived the crash, despite the shocking damage. Stay tuned for captivating content until the end. On December 8, 2021, an Indian Air Force EF transport helicopter, a MiL Mi-17 V5, crashed in the state of Tamil Nadu between Coimbatore and Wellington after taking off from Sulla Air Force Station. On May 18, 2023, eyewitnesses heard a loud crash and saw flames from the airplane. The plane crashed within the airport's airspace, with its banner dropping into the lake amidst a thunderous rumbling noise. I didn't witness anyone exiting the aircraft. The tragedy is extremely devastating and terrible. No one ever wants to witness this. Everything that remains of the single-engine plane is now severely damaged. On May 10, 2021, a WEWIN aircraft made a dramatic plunge into the ocean.
Oh, God.
The TBM Avenger was participating in a nearby airshow, and beachgoers remained unfazed as it flew low above the water, with people swimming underneath it. No one was hurted after the unexpected incident. A fighter pilot necessitated ejecting from an F-35 Billion Lightning II aircraft during a crash landing at a naval airbase in Texas on December 16, 2022. The incident occurred when the $100 million jet made contact with the tarmac. Video depicted the F-35 Billion descending straight down from the sky to the runway and smoothly making contact. Subsequently, the aircraft seemed to briefly rebound a few feet into the air before continuing forward. The current condition of the pilot was undisclosed. Stay tuned until the end for something truly captivating. Lukla Airport in Nepal is renowned as one of the world's most dangerous airports. Tucked into the Himalayas at an elevation of over 9,000 feet 2,800 meters, its short, sloped runway ends abruptly at a cliff edge. The aircraft experienced a crash and burst into flames upon landing, creating a large plume of smoke at the end of the runway. Fortunately, the pilot and passengers are unharmed. During the RAF Fairford International Air Tattoo on July 24, 1993, a pair of MiG-29 Fulcrum aircraft 526 and 925 collided while performing a display. This mid-air collision took place at RAF Fairford, Gloucestershire, UK, at an altitude ranging between 660 and 820 feet. The estimated closing speed at the time of the crash was 680 mph. Surprisingly, both pilots managed to safely eject themselves and survive the incident. It was truly a day of extraordinary luck for both pilots. The fire engine has successfully arrived, ensuring a safe outcome. The F-111 was secured with a cable during the entire process. Capture the startling instant when a helicopter overturns and inadvertently sliced a man while assisting in the retrieval of another disabled chopper in Colombia. The initial helicopter had crashed in a remote area of the southwestern Kulka district a week earlier due to technical malfunctions. A stored Air India Airbus A320, which hadn't been used since 2007, was being relocated to a training facility close to Hyderabad's Begumpet Airport on 10 April when it collided with the wall of a private building and crashed. Any conflict brings pain and loss. We collected documents about the collision between two Allied aircraft during World War II. Minden's Tanker 55, a Douglas DC-7, is a prominent firefighting aircraft operated by Minden Air Corps. Minden's Tanker 55 encountered landing gear issues during its second crash of the day. The pilots managed to land the aircraft in Minden, Nevada, with only 2 out of 3 landing gears functioning properly. While an air crane circled nearby as a precaution. Thankfully, the flight crew escaped unharmed. Gao Airport, also known as Korogoso Airport, serves the city of Gao in Mali. It is a key facility in the region, providing both civilian and military functions. Video footage depicting a military plane crash in Mali has surfaced, leading to hurts among Malian soldiers and personnel affiliated with the Russian private military company Wagner. The Russian-manufactured aircraft, registered in Belarus, crashed during its morning landing at Goa Airport, veering off the runway. According to a source from the local publication Malajet, a malfunction in the fuel tank of the aircraft may have played a role in the incident. Belleville is a vibrant community with a rich history, diverse economy, and a range of cultural and recreational opportunities for residents and visitors alike. The jet crashed in a parking lot next to the Waverly on the Lake Apartments in Belleville, hitting several empty vehicles. There were no injuries reported on the ground, and the pilots were taken to the hospital as a precaution. The plane first touched down in an abandoned golf course, then slid about 100 yards before stopping against the apartment building. The 1969 twin-engine Aero Commander 500S was a popular aircraft choice for both civilian and military applications. In a Broward County industrial area, a storage building was struck by a small plane, which then crashed to the ground. The 1969 twin-engine Aero Commander 500S had departed from Pompano Beach and was en route to Opa-locka. It had been in flight for just 9 minutes before it crashed at 1781S. Park Road in Pembroke Park. The impact of the collision with the building's 5th floor was so intense that the engine separated from the aircraft. On May 5, 2019, a tragic plane crash involving an Aeroflot Sukhoi Superjet 100 at Moscow's Sheremetyevo Airport. The aircraft, which was en route to the northern city of Murmansk, experienced technical difficulties, prompting the pilot to initiate a return to the airport. As it made an emergency landing, a fire erupted, causing extensive damage to the rear section of the plane before it finally came to a halt. Shah Amanat International Airport is one of the major airports in Bangladesh. In September 2018, an US Bangla Airlines flight carrying 164 passengers was compelled to perform an emergency landing at Shah Amanat International Airport in Chattogram due to a technical issue, which rendered the nose gear inoperable. The pilot skillfully executed a landing without deploying the front landing gear. Fortunately, no hurts were reported as a result of the incident. Stay tuned for some fantastic insights you wouldn't want to miss out on. The Sanford Airport Fire Department swiftly managed to extinguish the fire following a training aircraft's short landing and subsequent contact with an unoccupied part single-engine aircraft at Orlando Sanford International Airport. The runway remained closed for several hours for inspection. Aeroflot Flight 1492 crash-landed and caught fire during an emergency landing at a Moscow airport on May 5, 2019. The 40 passengers and 1 crew member were on board, with 37 people surviving. The Sukhoi Superjet 100 was en route from Sheremetyevo Airport to Murmansk in northwest Russia when the emergency was declared. Captain Denis Evdokimov has been accused of negligence based on investigators' findings contradicting his malfunction claim. Aero Country Airport is a private airport located in McKinney, Texas, USA. A small plane, flying from Midland, made an emergency landing at Aero Country Airport in McKinney in Nov. 2023. However, the pilot was unable to stop the plane at the end of the runway, causing it to crash through a fence and collide with a car on eastbound Virginia Parkway. Thankfully, no one was hurted in the accident. A recent airplane crash on a road in Orlando, Florida, has triggered inquiries into its cause. Fortunately, there have been no reported hurts as a result of the incident. On August 22, 2015, during the Shoreham Air Show in West Sussex, England, a Hawker Hunter T-7 aircraft crashed onto a busy road, the A27, while performing a maneuver. The crash resulted in multiple hurts, both among those attending the air show and motorists on the road. It was a tragic incident that led to investigations into the cause of the crash and raised questions about airshow safety regulations and procedures. Airshow accidents, while rare, can have devastating consequences due to the high speeds and maneuvers involved in aerial displays. On June 24, 1994, a tragic accident occurred at Fairchild Air Force Base near Spokane, Washington. During the air show, the B-52 stalled and crashed, resulting in the loss of all 4 crew members on board. The accident led to significant changes in training procedures and safety protocols within the Air Force, particularly concerning low-level flight maneuvers and crew resource management. Stick with us until the very end, because there's an extraordinary surprise waiting just for you. On October 29, 2015, a Boeing 767 operated by Dynamic Airways caught fire on the tarmac at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport FLL in Florida. Passengers and crew were evacuated using emergency slides. The aircraft, which was preparing for departure to Caracas, Venezuela, experienced an engine-related issue that led to a fire erupting from the left engine while taxiing. Newark Liberty International Airport plays a crucial role in the transportation infrastructure of the New York metropolitan area. The plane flying from Newark to Warsaw had problems with the landing gear, which forced it to make an emergency landing. Even though it looked dramatic, none of the passengers were hurt. There were 10 fire brigades on the airport tarmac. It serves as a reminder of the importance of aviation safety. The aircraft was built in 1994 as an MD-11 passenger airliner. It was acquired temporarily by NASA. The FedEx Express Flight 80 lost stability during the flare and touchdown, leading to an uncontrollable bounced landing. This caused structural damage to the landing gear and airframe, and the plane eventually came to a stop off the runway, overturned, and caught fire. Tragically, both the captain and first officer, who were the only occupants of the jet, the Thrush S2 RT660 Thrush 710P is an agricultural aircraft widely used for crop dusting and spraying operations. In Jan 2024, a devastating scene as a small aircraft explodes upon hitting an electricity pole in Chile. The Thrush S2 RT660 Thrush 710P firefighting airplane struck a utility pole, lost control, and crashed onto Ruta 5 near Panguillermo, Chile. The aircraft subsequently struck a car and burst into flames.
¿Y la avioneta? ¿Y la avioneta?
Oh, cayó la...
Hoy la purita se salvó de raja, weón.
¿A dónde va la purita? ¿Usted alcanzaba cuando cayó?
Sí, estaba ahí con la bomba.
Yo iba a salir con el...
The pilot of the plane, 58-year-old Spaniard Fernando Solans Robles. Additionally, 3 individuals on the ground sustained serious hurt due to the crash, as described by local residents. Turin Airport is an international airport serving the city of Turin in northern Italy. In September 2023, a grave plane crash occurred at Kassel. During performance tests, a Frexit tricolore plane suddenly lost altitude and veered away from the group of other aircraft it was flying with, ultimately crashing near the airport. The aircraft burst into flames upon impact, and just seconds earlier, the pilot was ejected from the cockpit with a parachute. The plane veered off the runway and collided with several yellow vehicles. Fortunately, no one got hurt either. Lewiston-Nez Perce County Regional Airport is located approximately 5 miles south of downtown Lewiston. On July 24, 2021, a Societe Marchetti SM.1019B aircraft, registered as N28U, suffered loss of control and collided with the terrain shortly after takeoff from Lewiston-Nez Perce County Regional Airport KLWS in Lewiston, Idaho, resulting in its destruction. The fire burned fiercely. The pilot's condition is unknown. The C-130 Hercules has been in continuous production since the 1950s, making it one of the longest-serving military aircraft in history. The crash of a U.S. C-130 Hercules aircraft, which was reportedly provided to the Taliban in 2021, marks a tragic event in Afghanistan. The aircraft circled the sky before it appeared that the pilot lost control, leading to a sudden descent and intense fire. Thankfully, there were no hurts.
We got two coming into view right now. Ooh.
Aviation accidents this day in history. July 23, 2018, the airplane crashed while landing on the ultralight field due to the pilot's failure to maintain proper airspeed and exceeding the critical angle of attack during a turn, resulting in an aerodynamic stall, as revealed by the pilot's statement and ground-based video footage. Fortunately, no one got hurt. Remember to express your support by giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. An aircraft landed safely at Newcastle Airport without landing gear after using up fuel, while circling for nearly 3 hours. The pilot and passengers disembarked without assistance following the incident in a twin turboprop Beechcraft Super King Air, shortly after taking off from the same airport after the pilot reported landing gear problems. There were no reports of significant damage. Changi Airport is one of the most renowned and busiest airports globally, located in Singapore. A Singapore Airlines Sia flight to Milan had a fire in its right engine during an emergency landing in Singapore on June 27, 2016. The Boeing 777-300ER returned to Singapore after an engine oil warning message. Firefighters extinguished the fire after landing, and all 222 passengers and 19 crew members escaped unharmed.
Thank you for watching the video. If you feel it's good, please feel free to click the subscribe button to receive more interesting videos. See ya.